Hello everyone. So I haven't talked about Sonic on my channel ever, so this may come off as me trying to cash in on the hate train this game's getting for views or whatever, but I assure you that is not the case. I actually do care about this franchise, for now. So I wanted to succeed, and in my opinion it's done nothing but fail for like the better half of a decade, and I don't think that's an exaggeration. This would probably be a really negative video, but I'm not going to sugarcoat it because this is honestly just getting ridiculous. Excluding Sonic Frontiers, there's been like 3 main Sonic games, I feel like, not counting the random spin-offs, within the past like 8 years, I believe. And those were Forces, Mania, and Team Racing, which like Team Racing hardly counts, but I'll mention it anyway. Mania was really good, but you know, Mania can only keep the franchise in a positive light for so long, so especially when there hasn't been a good 3D game since like Generations in like 2010 or whenever the fuck that came out. See, I'm not saying they should do this, but if they made Sonic games as often as they used to in like the 2000s, this game looking bad wouldn't hurt as much. I'm not saying it would be a-okay, but the fact that we got Forces 3+ years after the previous mainline game and then got Frontiers 4 years after Forces just tells me that after Frontiers, we're not getting another game for a long while, unless this game is a huge success, which is looking pretty doubtful. It has literally been like 10 years since the last decent 3D game, which I believe was Generations. I don't think many people can refute that. So I'm sick of waiting and hoping for a good 3D game, because personally I like those a lot more than the classic games. The classic games are cool, but I like those more, personally. If this game releases as bad as it looks currently, then I definitely will not be anticipating any more Sonic games in this franchise from this point on. I don't give a fuck. Sonic will officially be off my radar until they get their shit together, which I won't be holding my breath for. I'm not gonna completely write this game off as a failure just yet until we see more, but as of right now, my expectations are pretty damn low, and I'm prepared for this game to release in a below average state. Not saying that's definitely what's gonna happen, I just personally am prepared for that outcome. The game looks super jank, and the physics look like just as static and floaty as Forces, and personally I don't want to see any resemblance to that game, if I'm being honest. This is a hot take, but Forces is my absolute least favorite Sonic game, and yes, I put 06 above Forces. That is how much I dislike that game. So seeing essentially open world Forces in terms of the physics is really disheartening to me. This game does have the same director as Forces, I believe, so I guess that isn't too surprising, but it's like they just don't learn anything. I feel like the fans have given them so many suggestions on how to revive this franchise and make it less of a laughingstock, and they just don't give a fuck what anyone tells them. They just do whatever they want, and that's the end of it. I mean, what would we know about making a good game? It's not like we're the ones who play them or anything. It's not like we're the consumer or anything. I've seen a lot of people calling for a delay, and I am completely on board with that, of course. I think a delay is the only way this game could release and actually get decent scores, because I don't think the few months we have left of this year is enough time for them to turn this around. I think that's like the best thing for the game, but even then, I feel like a delay only gives it a chance at being more than mediocre. Like, a delay isn't going to change their original vision for the game. Unless they have a change of heart, they're going to do whatever the fuck they want with the game. But yeah, I think they said there will be more coverage of the game this month, so we'll see what happens, but I don't expect any new gameplay necessarily to turn this around. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.